Doyle and I had played some high stakes poker together before this, and apparently made a good impression on him. And so when he went to go do the Brunson 10, I was the first one chosen as part of this group.
Ask Alec.
Hey guys, quick update here, which I know you're going to love. I've received a lot of messages from many of you lately who are looking to get more serious about poker during this time. I believe it would be a great time to host a private mastermind where participants like yourself will get access to my flagship course that will help turn poker into a profitable side hustle or a full-time endeavor. It's called Win 2K because the goal of the program is to help you do just that, win 2K per month playing poker. The program will last 8 weeks, and I'll be with you every step of the way. I'll be meeting with the group for our mastermind calls to walk you through the program and ensure you're getting results. We'll also have a private Facebook and Slack channel where you can chat with me on a daily basis, as well as the other members of the group. Lastly, each one of you will get to work with me privately as well, where I'll be doing a deep dive into your poker game and ironing out any kinks to help you reach that next level. This is a paid mastermind, spots are limited, and it's on an application basis only. If you're interested in joining, simply apply at the link below. Fill out the questionnaire, and if it sounds like a good fit, I or someone from my team will get in touch with you personally. We promise to read every application, and I look forward to getting to know you and working together. Let's make it happen. Hey guys, what's up? It's Alec Torelli. Today's question comes from Bones1964 on Twitter. What is the best poker advice you ever received? It's a great question because I've been lucky to be around some of the great minds in poker and sort of download their wisdom throughout the year. So it's really hard to pick one, and I feel like I almost need to do a mini series about advice I've gotten from each individual person. So if you want to hear more about that and you like this video, leave a comment down below, and maybe I'll do a series about advice I got from each player. But I think if there's one that stands out, it would be in a conversation I had with Doyle Brunson. Maybe because I looked up to him and he's such a legend. When I was 16, first starting out playing poker, like reading his books during math class or whatever. So just to be able to sit down with him and listen to him talk and hear some of his wisdom imparted on me really went a long way and had a big impact on me. So just to kind of set the stage, we were, when Doyle started his site, Doyle's Room Poker, he created what's called the Brunson 10. And these were like these 10 poker players that he wanted to be part of his team. And so Doyle and I had played some high stakes poker together before this, and apparently made a good impression on him. And so when he went to go do the Brunson 10, I was the first one chosen as part of this group. And so we spent a bit of time together after this in different places, and we were in London and we were having dinner, and it was a small group of people, maybe like 5 or 6 people. And so I was sitting next to him and we were just talking throughout the dinner. And he was sharing stories with me about his life. And it was really interesting because he's done so much, so many stories. And he told me about some funny things that he did. Like he had an expedition go out one time, sent out a paid expedition of people to go find like Search of Bigfoot or something like that in like Alaska or something. And so he did a lot of crazy things. And so he was... The point of sharing a lot of these stories was that he learned a lot from this experience, and that he tried a lot of other things, and none of them really seemed to work. And so he told me that a poker player should just play poker. And I personally, and I never asked him specifically about my thoughts on this, which I'm going to share with you, but I interpreted that to mean a broader advice, which is that people should stick to what they're good at. And he was saying, I'm a poker player, I'm really great at poker, I've tried a lot of other things, none of them worked, but I always came back to poker and I always succeeded and I did very well. And so I think this advice applies to a lot of people in any field, is that like you should really stick to what you're really talented at and double down on what you're good at. It doesn't mean that if you're good at poker and you make money playing poker, that's all you should do for the rest of your life. And in fact, you see people that are become really good at poker, reach the top, and then they transfer out of poker and go into other industries. And they've even had success in other industries. People move from poker to stock trading or in the business world and whatever. But they still stick to what they're good at. So they're finding what talent they have and what made them a good poker player. And then they're doubling down on that. And they're taking that talent and applying it to another industry, like business. And the same could be said for anything. It's like if you really do well at one company that you work at in a certain field, stick to that if you move companies or you start your own business or you go through your own projects, because it's ultimately you're betting on your strengths. That's what's going to make you successful. And I think about my life, and I think about how many things I've tried, and I've always been entrepreneurial and enjoyed starting new projects and things. And the times that I've stuck to what I'm good at and what my core talents are, those things have gone well. And the times I've tried to extend myself to be someone I'm not, or to do something that is not necessarily a core competency, I've paid the price. And so that advice really stuck with me. And this was about 10 years ago now. But I've taken it to mean deeper things as I've gone on throughout my life. And, sometimes you never know, like things people say, they say one line and it sticks with you, and you think about that line throughout your life when making decisions. So now sometimes when I'm deciding whether or not to take up on a project, and I'm like, is this the equivalent of me being a poker player, sticking to what I know and playing poker? Am I staying in my own lane, or am I venturing out into this uncharted territory where I'm trying to be someone I'm not, and there's clearly other people that are better than me and I'm never going to compete with them, and I'm just drawing dead to begin with, type of thing. And so that's really stuck with me. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I hope you like this. Let me know your thoughts in a comment below. I know this is kind of experimental, answering a few questions of yours on Twitter. But let me know if you want to hear more advice, because I feel bad just saying this is the best advice, even though it is great advice, because I feel like there's so many people I've got to talk with in poker, and they've all imparted such great wisdom on me. So if you want to hear more about advice from other successful poker players that I could download to you, let me know in a comment below, and I'll try and put out more videos. Subscribe to this channel, like this video if you like it. I'll create more content like this. That's the best way to vote, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.